Ransomware attack victims are faced with the awful decision of either paying off the threat actors or running the risk of significant disruption by attempting to decrypt their data on their own or with the help of an incident response service provider. Several studies have revealed that a lot of victims choose to pay a ransom either because they lack proper data backups or because they think is the less expensive and riskier choice compared to not paying. But is that a smart move, and does it actually work? Hello, it's Antonia from Heimdall, and today I'm going to give you 6 solid arguments against paying ransomware attackers. There is no assurance that you will get access to your data after paying the ransom. Most victims of ransomware attacks believe that if they pay the cybercriminals the requested ransom, they would be able to get access to their data and systems again. And in many cases, this is how it goes. However, there are also a lot of situations where companies pay a ransom just to find out that the decryption key doesn't work or that the data can be used anyways. Paying the ransom only encourages further attacks. Since they don't have data backups in place to recover following a ransomware attack, sometimes organizations give in to a ransom demand. Many others do so to prevent operational disruptions and avoid the time and effort required to deal with encrypted data and systems. According to cybersecurity specialists, no matter the reason, giving a ransomware actor the money they're asking for is always a bad idea, and it only encourages even more incidents of this type. It's simple. If a business pays once, the attackers will assume it will pay again if corporate data is at risk. You can't be sure the attackers will delete the stolen data. They could leak or sell it. I'm sure you've heard of double extortion ransomware attacks that have become quite common over the past 3 years. These are attacks in which a ransomware actor collects data from a company before encrypting it and then threatens to make the information public on a data leak site to obtain even more money from the victim. When considering paying a ransom, keep in mind that the people making promises to you are criminals. Don't trust them. Ransom payments encourage more complex cyber attacks. Up until recently, the ransomware technologies that most attackers used remain basic and relatively unchanged. However, things changed and some started employing extremely advanced and sophisticated malware in their extortion operations. Ransomware organizations invest their profits in research and development, always finding new ways to make ransomware more destructive and more difficult to detect. Free help is likely already available. It's possible that you can restore your files on your own. Free ransomware decryption tools will guide you through the process, especially if your files have been encrypted by a known malware. Make sure you check out this article on Heimdall's blog, but keep in mind that this list is not complete and it will probably never be. But we are doing our best to keep it up to date and constantly add more tools to it. Potential civil penalties for paying the ransom. Paying ransomware attackers who may live or operate out of nations that are subject to US sanctions could lead to penalties from the US government. The Office of Foreign Assets Control of the United States Treasury Department made this point very clear. According to an advisory, the government agency has included threat actors, including ransomware operators, in its cyber-related penalties program. This action gives the agency the authority to impose sanctions on US citizens who offer material support or other forms of assistance to any designated individuals. Remember that law enforcement agencies do not recommend paying a ransomware demand. It does not ensure that your systems or data will be restored, and it encourages malicious actors to keep attacking more and more businesses. In some instances, paying the ransom could even be illegal as it funds further criminal activities. If you have been the victim of a ransomware attack, we recommend that you contact a professional incident response team, law enforcement, and regulatory agencies before you start negotiating with the attackers. Thank you for watching. I hope I shed some light on whether you should pay or not in case of a ransomware attack. If you found this video useful, make sure you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the most recent videos and webinars.